Good morning or afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. I missed yesterday. I didn't sleep for 2 days. I might have took an hour nap in 48 to 72 hours. So I slept through the entire day yesterday and didn't do this. You should read my introduction to the Course in Miracles video on YouTube. My channel is the Aquarian Rainbow Bridge. We'll also have a forthcoming website, theaquarianrainbowbridge.com or .org. I accidentally purchased the wrong one. Anyways, we are about to do the second lesson of A Course in Miracles today. For a previous explanation, like I said, see my YouTube channel. I will post the first introduction video and the first lesson in the comments. I am going to begin reading from the very beginning. I read the preface last time. We're going to be doing this every day for a year, because there's a lesson for each day. They only take 2 minutes, and each day I'm also going to read one section. There is 31 sections, and there's a variety of sections in each chapter. There's 31 chapters and multiple sections in each chapter. I'm going to start with chapter 1, the meaning of miracles. Like I said, the preface that explains all this, the introduction, is in my introduction video in the comments on my YouTube channel, the Aquarian Rainbow Bridge. Chapter 1, the meaning of miracles. Section 1, principles of miracles, page 3. Actually, we're going to start with the actual introduction. This is A Course in Miracles. I read the preface before. I didn't read the introduction. It's just one paragraph. It says the first verse of the introduction. This is A Course in Miracles. It is a required course. Only the time that you take it is voluntary. Free will does not mean that you can establish the curriculum. It means only that you can elect what you want to take at a given time. The course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. Phil Wilson in the Big Book says, God is everything or God is nothing. This course can therefore be summed up very simply in this way. And this is the second verse. This course can therefore be summed up very simply in this way. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. It's very powerful. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Only love is real. Only God is real. On an absolute level, only relatively is pain or suffering real. And you do not have to suffer. It's the whole point of practicing Buddhism. You suffer because you don't surrender. You suffer because you desire for things to be a way other than what they are, because you have not made peace with the present moment. God is love. You are God. You are made in God's perfect image. You are love. Fear is the only thing blocking you from recognizing or remembering that. You already are. You just have to remember. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Chapter 1, the meaning of miracles. Section 1, principles of miracles. Verse 1. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. One is not harder or bigger than another. My friend Ashley says her church says there's no such thing as a sin ladder. They're all equal. But they're talking about miracles here, not sins. One is not harder or bigger than the other. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. They are all the same. All expressions of love are maximum. Verse 2. Miracles as such do not matter. The only thing that matters is their source, which is far beyond evaluation. Verse 3. Miracles occur naturally as expressions of love. The real miracle is the love that inspires them. In this sense, everything that comes from love is a miracle. Verse 4. All miracles mean life. And God is the giver of life. I'm going to say goddess instead of God because that is more comfortable for me in my religious trauma from the patriarchy. So I'm going to say goddess. You can use God or goddess interchangeably. You can use whatever word you want. If you know what it means. To you, that's all that matters. You don't even have to use a word. The meaning, it can't really be described verbally anyways. So it's better if you don't even use a word. But you know what we mean. You know what we point to. All miracles mean life, and God is the giver of life. His voice will direct you very specifically. And his voice is quiet. Quiet. Very quiet. It's not the loud voice. That's the ego. The Holy Spirit, your higher self, creator, that is the quiet voice. You know it's them because it makes you feel peace and love, not fear or anger. Miracles, verse 5. Verse 5, miracles are habits and should be involuntary. You don't seek to perform miracles. They don't come on command. You open yourself as a channel to receive them, for them to flow through. They're not from you. They're from source. Well, you are source. You know what I mean. It's all one. It's just the illusion of separation here. Okay, I'm going to stop talking and keep reading. Miracles are natural. When they do not occur, something has gone wrong. And I didn't say. Miracles, verse 5, miracles are habits and should be involuntary. They should not be under conscious control. Consciously selected miracles can be misguided by ego. Verse 6, miracles are natural. When they do not occur, something has gone wrong. Verse 7, miracles are everyone's right, but purification is necessary first. And that's why you can't practice miracles or healing on other people until you have been purified. I don't feel that I've been purified yet, so I'm not laying hands on anybody right now. But I'm learning Reiki this week, and I'm purifying myself. If you're not purified, you can do great harm. There's a guru, I forget his name, and he says that practicing healing on others when you're not healed yourself is bad karma, and it's not good. So don't do it. Miracles are everyone's right, but purification is necessary. Verse 8, miracles are healing because they supply a lack. They are formed by those who temporarily have more for those who temporarily have less. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give what you don't have. So don't be trying to heal people when your cup is empty. Period. Especially not for money. I don't know how I feel about the money. You pay for Reiki, but I don't know. That's like a donation to the person who's teaching me, or a gift. So that there's a proper energetic exchange, but I don't even know how I feel about charging for it. Charge for teaching it, I guess, but not for performing it. Unless somebody tries to take advantage of me. I'm not going to do a healing on the same person every day. That's crazy. I have boundaries. Miracles are healing because they supply a lack. They are performed by those who temporarily have more, for those who temporarily have less. Verse 9, miracles are a kind of exchange. Like all expressions of love, which are always miraculous in the true sense, the exchange reverses the physical laws, and it transcends the need for time. They transcend the need for time. They bring more love both to the giver and the receiver. It is better to give than to receive. And what you don't know, and they've done studies on this, when you pray for somebody or you heal somebody, that energy comes back to you 3 times. So it actually does more for you to heal somebody or pray for somebody or do something for somebody else than it actually does for them. That is a proven fact. That is a law of the universe. The divine law of compensation. I promise you. It is always, always, always better to give than to receive. Verse 10. The use of miracles as spectacles to induce belief is a misunderstanding of their purpose. The use of miracles as spectacles to induce belief is a misunderstanding of their purpose. Don't do it. Do it to show off. You can't do miracles on command to show off. That's magic, lower magic. It's not a real miracle. Don't do that. 11, prayer is the medium of miracles. It is a means of communication of the created with the creator. Through prayer, love is received, and through miracles, love is expressed. So you pray for a miracle, and then you wait to receive it. You don't command it. You don't fucking do it yourself. You don't let your ego get in the way. You just make yourself a vessel for source to flow through you. And you help open that vessel temporarily for that other person and let source energy flow through you to them since they're blocked. 12, miracles are thoughts. Thoughts can represent the lower or bodily level of existence. Everything happens at a thought level before it becomes in physical. Before it manifests in the physical, it's a thought. And every thought has energy. And it has an effect, whether you act on it or not. That thought holds a frequency. So be careful of your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. Watch your word. Once again, verse 12, miracles are thoughts. Thoughts can represent the lower or bodily level of experience or the higher or spiritual level of experience. One makes the physical and the other creates the spiritual. All miracles take place initially in the level of mind. It's our perception that's healed. The universe doesn't make bad things stop happening to you, and they're only bad because you label them so. They're actually all opportunities for growth. That's where the miracle happens. That's the healing of your perception, to see the growth in every painful moment. In every act of suffering, see the growth in it. Suffer with intent. You're suffering purification. I'm sorry the Spirit's flowing through me right now. I prayed for it. I don't mean to sound like a preacher. I can't help it. So verse 12, once again, miracles are thoughts. Thoughts can represent the lower or bodily level of experience or the higher or spiritual level of experience. One makes the physical and the other creates the spiritual. Actually, because this video is already at 12 minutes and I want to get the couple minute workbook lesson done, and there's no rush to finish the entire 660 page text before I get into the workbook lessons. There's one workbook lesson a day for 365 days. They take a couple minutes. You only have to spend 2 minutes twice a day out of your time to complete them. And in the meantime, I'm going to read only 1 page a day from the text. Or no, it has to be 2, because then it'll take us 2 years. So we're reading 2 pages of the text. Verse 13, miracles are both beginnings and endings, so they alter the temporal order. They are always affirmations of rebirth, which seem to go back but really go forward. They undo the past and the present and thus release the future. Verse 14, miracles bear witness to the truth. They are convincing because they arise from conviction. Without conviction, they deteriorate into magic, which is mindless and therefore destructive, or rather the uncreative use of the mind. 15, each day should be devoted to miracles. The purpose of time is to enable you to learn how to use time constructively. Time is a tool. It will transcend the need for time completely. It is thus, that's what miracles do. It is thus a teaching device and a means to an end. Time will cease when it is no longer useful in facilitating learning. 16, miracles are teaching devices for demonstrating it as blessed to give. It is as blessed to give as to receive. Miracles are teaching devices for demonstrating it as blessed to give as to receive. They simultaneously increase the strength of the giver and supply strength to the receiver. They simultaneously increase the strength of the giver and supply strength to the receiver. Verse 17. Miracles transcend the body. They are sudden shifts into invisibility away from the bodily level. That is why they heal. Verse 18. A miracle is a service. It is the maximal service you can render to another. It is a way of loving your neighbor as yourself. You recognize your own and your neighbor's worth simultaneously. Verse 19. Miracles make minds one in God. They depend on cooperation because the sonship is the sum of all that God created. Miracles, therefore, reflect the laws of eternity, not of time. Verse 20, miracles reawaken the awareness that the spirit, not the body, is the altar of truth. This is the recognition that leads to the healing power of the miracle. Verse 21, miracles are natural signs of forgiveness. Through miracles, you accept God's forgiveness by extending it to others. Verse 22, miracles are associated with fear only because of the belief that darkness can hide. You believe what your physical eyes cannot see does not exist. This leads to a denial of spiritual sight. Verse 23, miracles rearrange perception and place all levels in true perspective. This is healing because sickness comes from confusing the levels. Verse 24, miracles enable you to heal the sick and raise the dead because you made sickness and death yourself in your mind. I added in your mind, and can therefore abolish both. You are a miracle. All of life is a miracle. You think it's crazy that Jesus turned water into wine? It's a miracle that we exist. That is a bigger miracle than anything, that all of this exists. Anything exists at all. Verse 24 again. Miracles enable you to heal the sick and raise the dead because you made sickness and death yourself and can therefore abolish both. You are a miracle capable of creating in the likeness of your creator. We are co-creators with God. Everything else is your own nightmare and does not exist. Only the creations of light are real. Everything else is your own nightmare and does not exist. Only the creations of light are real. Verse 25, miracles are part of an interlocking chain of forgiveness, which when completed is the atonement. Atonement works all the time and in all the dimensions of time. This is timeless. That was page 3 and 4. The principle of miracles, the first section of chapter 1 of the Course in Miracles, the meaning of miracles. And now we shall do the workbook for day 2, the second lesson of the workbook. We missed yesterday because I slept through the whole day. This is only going to take a couple minutes. Read the introduction to the workbook yesterday. Like I said, reference my introduction video to A Course in Miracles in the first day's lesson or the first workbook lesson. It's in the comments. I've been posting these things on YouTube. I can't upload very long videos to Facebook, and I'm trying not to upload videos to hear it all because I have beef with Facebook. They're stealing money from me. It's not about making money, but like if I earned money, then you need to give it to me. And I have my ability to monetize on here has been shut down, and they bury all my spiritual posts. And so I'm trying to develop a YouTube following to spread my spiritual messages, and I will never charge you for them. Lesson 2. I have given everything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning that it has for me. Once again, the core thought or principle for lesson 2. I have given everything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning that it has for me. The exercises with this idea are the same as those for the first one. Begin with the things that are near you and apply the idea to whatever your glance rests on. Then increase the range outward. Turn your head so that you include what is on either side of you. If possible, turn around and apply the idea to what was behind you. Remain as indiscriminate as possible in selecting subjects for its application. Do not concentrate on anything in particular. And do not attempt to include everything you see in a given area, or you will introduce strain. You don't want to strain yourself. Do this for a minute or less, no longer than 60 seconds. The minute you feel strain, stop. Merely glance easily and fairly quickly around you, trying to avoid selection by size, brightness, color, material, or relative importance to you. Try not to think at all. Just see and repeat the phrase. I have given everything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning that it has for me. Take the subject simply as you see them. Try to apply the exercise with equal ease to a body or button, a fly or a floor, an arm or an apple. The sole criterion for applying the idea to anything is merely that your eyes have lighted on it. Make no attempt to include anything particular, but be sure that nothing is specifically excluded. And I'm going to do this here for 60 seconds or less. Once again, The practice for lesson 2 is I have given everything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning that it has for me. I have given this cat carrier all the meaning that it has for me. I have given this hat all the meaning that it has for me. I have given these walls all the meaning that they have for me. I have given this ceiling all the meaning that it has for me. I have given this phone all the meaning that it has for me. I have given this necklace all the meaning that it has for me. I have given this ring all that is meaning that it has for me. I have given these hands all the meaning that they have for me. I have given myself all the meaning that I have for me. Have a great day. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.